What is going on, y'all? Excuse the light. Like, I literally cannot block out the light. Like, the sun is shining so bright. Like, I got my blinds closed and everything. So, I'm sorry. All right. But that signifies, y'all are shining so bright this week that it's nothing that could block out you shining this week. All right. So, let's tap in. Archangel Michael and the Lake Wild, please protect me. Protect my mind, my body, and my spirit. We're going to clear on my chakras. And we're going to tap in to the most important messages that surrounds my everything's energy at this time. You got God. All right. So there is a guide that is specifically around you right now. A specific angelic force that has been appointed to you. All right. Slave. So this could be a God that was around slavery times. This could be an ancestor that's coming through around that has been around slavery times. I'm about to say excuse me. Athlete. Ooh, and gossip in reverse. So gossip in reverse is the shadow side of the card. And the shadow side of gossip thrives on the power of passing on private and secret information, betraying confidence. Can y'all see? All right, so right now, somebody don't like the position that they're in. All right. It's looking like the position that they are in and the guidance that somebody is in makes them feel like a slave. All right. Somebody feels like, or somebody could have been given a lot of their power away to gossip. All right. But I'm also seeing somebody ancestors and guides feeling a little disrespected by how somebody is carrying out their purpose. All right, we got to remember, when we honor our ancestors, we not only harnessing the slave part and the pain and the suffering. Our ancestors is way more than slavery. Our ancestors is way more than just the endurance and the pain, right? We always want to claim that, but we never want to claim the strength. All right. A lot of us, our ancestors are living through us to become athletes, to become stars and major influences in the world. You hear me? Even though that they couldn't do it, that's what we're here for, to carry it out, to carry out the dreams that may have not been fulfilled by those that came before you, that didn't have a chance, that didn't have the knowledge, that didn't have the system, that didn't have the community, that didn't have the support, that didn't have the ideas. So with guide, slave, athlete, and gossip, it was like somebody, guys, was trying to guide them to be an athlete, maybe dedicating themselves to some sort of physical transition and trade, or, an athlete, somebody that is skilled at something, probably sports or just something. You don't have to be an athlete, but this is our purpose, to not only become regular and mediocre, to not only just survive and be able to pay bills, but to literally become somebody, a household name. The goal is to become somebody even after you not here. The goal is to have your name lived on, all right, for generations to come by you pursuing your talents. That makes you a star. I don't care what nobody said. Nobody ever worked on their talents and skills and never won. It's just not possible. It doesn't go like that. All right. So instead, somebody wanted to be a slave to gossip and completely ignore their talents and their skills. Athletic. They were supposed to be athletic. Athletic. All right. This athletic mentality also would have developed personal willpower and strength of spirit. You know, when you go and you want to become like a martial artist, not only is that training you on a physical level of your strength, but you become stronger in your mind to be able to manifest you breaking those bricks in the physical, for real. So somebody chose to be a slave to earthly things and gossip, all right, thriving on the power of passing down private information that they know where they was trusted with in order to... Hold on, y'all. I gotta let my dog in. Come on, Empress. That's a baby. That's what somebody chose to give their attention to, and what's about to unfold, you can obviously tell it's not so good because they gods is out here. Like, that's the first card that came out. And when we talking about energy, when we talking about tarot, that's who we connecting with. You know, above God, you know what I'm saying? That's being connecting with God is not even, shouldn't have to be known. God is sending out the guides. All right, so I'm not gonna keep us, but the guides is who gets sent out on this earth to guide us here on this earth. Literally, y'all. So somebody guides came out first because that's who we connected with. That's who I'm basically trying to connect with to get y'all the most accurate reading. You know, I'm making sure my vessel is pure and clean with clear intentions to help y'all and connect to y'all wisest guides, to give y'all wise counsel, y'all. It's not my damn guides. All right? My guys, sometimes, you know, my guys is a little iffy. You know, I be dealing with the Orishas and stuff like that. My guys don't like to be mixing and matching with a whole lot of other people's stuff. They allow me to do the tarot, but you don't really see me offering spells and rituals. I may tell y'all how to do a bath, but my ancestors not really on that type, because I'm doing good right now. All right? When you opening up your vessel, you want to have pure intentions, especially with any type of guidance that you are trying to receive from a higher source, from another world. Because y'all guys not playing with me. Y'all guys are not playing with your girl. You hear me? Just like my guys are not about to play with y'all or anybody that is trying to like do something to me. Your guys is not about to have me read for y'all and tell y'all some bullcrap. It just don't go down like that. I wouldn't even play myself like that. You hear me? So your guides is saying, I'm hearing gods. Was somebody worshiping the wrong gods? Because there is only one God. Or was somebody staying in their roots? Was somebody following their guidance that their personal guides were telling them? Or they were being influenced by other guides and worldly forces? I don't know. But somebody guides are saying, Janiqua Alvarez, I need you to tell these people that we are not just slaves. We were athletes, all right? We were entrepreneurs, all right? We were people that made something of ourselves. And we are very disappointed in how our person is carrying out our names, all right? Only harnessing the slave mentality, and we don't even know where they got the gossip from. I say this is for somebody, and I'm being obedient. I see I just see somebody with a cane sitting down, and I'm right there, and they like, we more than just slaves. We more than just gossip. Yeah, our family probably gossip, but that's not what we want. We don't want to be looked at because you are a physical representation of God, of your ancestors. All right? How you walk every day, that's why I say every day is judgment day. Y'all better program that in your head, because if y'all program that in your head, y'all tighten up. Knowing that God watching us every day. Okay? Somebody's ancestors completely appalled by how somebody acting on earth. And they are using me to let y'all know straight, whoever you are, maybe you need to deliver this message. All right. If you are scared to tell somebody that they need to tighten up and that they are just being a slave to gossip, if you just sitting around people that is gossiping, all right, you ain't doing no better. You not guiding them in the right way. So I don't care if you need to call somebody up and be like, this is not right. But right, y'all ancestors, somebody ancestors was athletes. Somebody ancestors is very disappointed and very embarrassed. These people ancestors was athletes. I'm hearing magicians, musicians, specifically like athletic. All right, I don't want to switch no ancestors words. All right, athletic, specifically athletic. I don't know what that means to y'all, but that's what it means, athletic. And they carrying out the household name with gossip, and having a slave mentality. All right, they have been giving all of their power away to external forces and authority. They've been moving in fear. Okay, they've been moving in gossip. Literally, y'all. It just surprises me how these cards really will tell you. All right, so let's start clarifying. Spirit, give me more on these guides. For y'all want to know, it says the guides represent the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Tell me that's not spirit guides. All right. Didn't I just say that without even reading it? Because sometimes the downloads that I get from the cards don't even be the meaning. So excuse me if I don't read the meaning of the card, but I just be getting the downloads. But this card literally says representation of divine life within yourself. That is guides. That's guides living through us. That's spirit living through us. And then the shadow part of it, it says places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. So somebody money hungry, somebody is worried about, somebody is greedy, all right, and they haven't even been investing properly. Spirit, give me more on these guys, please and thank you. Please clear and accurate. The Two of Cups. That's a relationship with your gods. That is a specific relationship with your ancestors. All right. And this don't gotta mean you gotta light candles like I do. This don't mean you gotta have altars around your house like I do. For real, that don't mean that I just do that because that's something that I do. Just praying, just having time to pray and acknowledging those that came before you, acknowledging who's living through you and why it's so important for you to tighten up. That is like your God's, a relationship with the angels, like a relationship with thyself, a relationship with yourself, getting to know yourself before you can have any freaking, before you can have any love, twin flame. You want to have a relationship with your higher self so that way you can feel confident. All right. And that's where the guidance come in at, because they walked the earth before us. Oh my gosh, y'all. This is about somebody completely disrespecting their guides. And I'm being 100%. And even if they don't think that way, all right, the actions that they're taking is completely a disrespect to the code and ethics of their bloodline, y'all. For real. All right, they were supposed to stop this. Okay, they were supposed to stop this action. Stop this. All right, and really become an athlete. Athletic. Literally. Spirit, give me more on this slave. Oh, it's closed out. They was a slave to this earthly world. And now, literally, whatever guides, and I don't even want to say that because I'm not God, and I'm definitely not their guides. All right? But it's closed out. Basically, like, your ancestors and the people that was sent. This is like sent. guided to like assist you on your journey. And that, you know, death, right? When people pass away in my family, I actually did my grandmother's makeup for her death, but that's neither here or there. You know, when I feel like when somebody passes over in my family, I feel like, and I was close to them, I feel like I am going to definitely meet them on the journey that I'm on, and I've gained the angel. That's how I see it. Because the world card is a completion. It's like when I don't want to keep showing it, let me try to color it. But it's a completion. It's like when you ready for the material world. You know, the enemy, the devil, controls. He has obligations and control and authority over this material world. So you gotta go through the cycle of the Fool card to be spiritually equipped to not go through temptation, to not be tempted by anything, to lose your blessings. And when you graduate all of those tests, then you ready for the money. You ready for the material world. But this also means closing out a cycle. Like, you're not going to keep getting chances. Like, the only thing that's promised to us is death, y'all. Like, to be an athlete, I'm not even trying to joke. I know old people could do a lot of things, because I feel like old is just like like if you look young, I mean, if you feel young, you're going to look young. Seriously. If you work out when you get older and keep active, even if you just moving a little bit, you're going to look young. All right. But we talking about athlete. Athletes is like moving your body, doing something athletic. I don't know. This is somebody's bloodline. I don't know. But I know it's athletic. At a certain age, if you didn't master the skill yet, or if you're not even in that path of guidance, you're not going to be able to do an athlete at 80 years old when you finally wake up. Now, you could probably teach about it. I don't know, because I'm not about to be setting no limitations. You could do anything you want. But y'all get the riff what I'm saying. A major athlete, you got to start when you got the energy. Okay? Like, let's be for real, y'all. You can't be just keep sugarcoating stuff. You got to be for real. Your ancestors being for real. Don't be spiritually blind, thinking you got a whole life to live and all these dreams specifically that you're supposed to be carrying out. Like, it's closed out. Somebody chose slavery. Somebody chose to stay on this earthly realm by their actions of gossip, specifically gossip. That's what it is. This is specific gossip. They mouth done cursed them. All right, probably with a specific relationship. For a lot of you guys, there was a certain relationship that was guided towards you, or a person, or you was guided towards, and it was supposed to be a healthy relationship. It was supposed to bring in like athletic things, and you know, and this person completely chose to disrespect you and gossip about you, and now your guys is on their ass and close out the cycle. All right, and things is about to really get hard for them. They're gonna feel like they in slavery with they finances. Okay, but whatever it is, it's closed out. The world card to slave, that is not a new beginning when we're talking about gossip. And for a lot of you guys, you chose to evolve. You chose to be guided to relationships, healthy relationships that is going to help you ascend and evolve on an earthly level and on a spiritual level. All right. That is filled with healthy ideas, conversations, uplifting. All right. Spirit, give me more on this athlete. The King of Wands. To the Five of Wands. Spirit, who is this King of Wands? Oh my gosh. The Five of Swords. See, the thing is, I don't know if y'all this King of Wands where y'all are the one that is choosing to close out a cycle, or it's a King of Wands that y'all choosing to leave behind. Spirit, can you clarify that for me? Is the King of Wands this athlete, or is the King of Wands the person that's being held accountable for this gossip and being stuck here on this earth? For this lifetime is going to be a lifetime of slavery, is what the cause is saying. Look, the Page of Cups to the Strength card, to the Justice. There might be somebody that is getting justice from a relationship. You know, the King of Wands is strong. Y'all coming out as somebody strong. Remember, it's not about feminine and masculine, like, gender. The feminine is our intuitive side. The masculine is our logic. Okay? So, I don't know if there was a relationship. Look, the Empress, I told y'all, however it is, whether this, so say if this was a masculine that is closing out a cycle, or whoever's gossiping is a slave to this world or whatever, they're gonna leave that person and come across the Empress that their angels and their gods is gonna manifest for them. All right, and if this is y'all are receiving justice for staying strong and y'all commitment to be evolving, all right, and not deal with no gossip and entertain it, and this is a new status of Empress. Okay, let me take these back and let me clarify this masculine one more time. Spirit, give me more on this athlete and this King of Wands. Oh my gosh, look, the Temperance came out. No, this might be somebody that's being sent in. All right, because somebody else is playing. There is a masculine energy. All right, you was dealing with somebody that was a gossiping clown, for real. Like, that was, their ancestors is through with them. And the fact that you chose to close out the cycle and let them be a slave to this world and not a sin, the fact that you close out that cycle, there is a new relationship that is coming in. I don't know if you're the King of Wands or there's a King of Wands that's coming in. However it may seem, all right, they're coming in. They are an athlete. All right, they are an athlete. You might be dealing with a football and a King of Cups and a Sun card. Oh my gosh. You see that devil right there? All right, this is what's unstoppable for a lot of you guys. You are about to possibly have a chat with an athlete. I'm dead serious. All right, and that's going to be the talk of the town, because this type of glow up and partnership that's coming in, it is going to be public. All right, I'm hearing public figure, y'all. All right. Spirit really going to give somebody something to gossip. All right, this is coming in. This is being replaced. Somebody's being replaced just with a real athlete. All right, literally. Y'all are meeting. Y'all are getting into a relationship with some sort of athlete. It's being replaced like this because you close out that cycle. You're being guided with somebody that is following their dreams. That represents you. You represent them. That's the Two of Cups. Again, a lot of this new moon and Libra energy coming out. So congratulations on that athlete, honey. All right. Spirit, give me more on this gossip. Oh yeah, that would be something to gossip. You see sis with that athlete? You see them buy her a brand new Porsche? You see them taking vacations with the kids? Ooh, the money, that's a new door. That's a new seed. All right, you stepping into a brand new relationship that is of high honor, baby. A high class, baby. All right, you dealing with big money. You dealing with the big money. This is a whole new life. All right, this comes with privileges. The Ace of Pentacles is bringing you to the Ten of Pentacles, baby. All right, you might be married into money. All right, this commitment coming from this athlete is bringing you into the Ten of Pentacles. Okay, that's just like that scripture. If y'all know the scripture, but what's that scripture when God say like He's putting you in a season where everything has already been prepared? All right, where you don't gotta do the work of others is not. I forget. I'm gonna put it in the comments. But honey, this new relationship with this athlete, all right, that your gods have sent into this material world, all right, because you done closed out the cycle of being a slave to gossip, being a slave to people that gossip, all right, done locked you in with the Ten of Pentacles, baby. Don't ask me, ask God. When they start gossiping, all right, they need to be asking God why you got chosen to be with an athlete, to already have the Ten of Pentacles, not you. You don't know why you've been chosen. You just been in alignment with closing out these cycles, all right, with people that got a slave mentality and dusties. Who don't want to be with an athlete? Who don't want to be with a real entrepreneur? They got billions and signed contracts for billions. You hear me? Just invite me to the game, sissy. I will be there to support you. I promise, like, I don't really know football and basketball, but baby, I will. All right, if you take me, I can learn. Okay? But that's what they're going to be talking about. This come up. This is a come up. This is a brand new door to the Ten of Pentacles. So congratulations.